Fat Cat Gaming. Today we'll be restarting the career mode what we lost. This time we'll be doing it obviously not at Bournemouth, but we're gonna do it somewhere else, and you'll find out in a well. Our selected team for the career mode is Arsenal. This is because Arsenal have struggled in recent seasons. They tend to, they can do better. They should be doing better. They should be challenging for the title. I mean, last season they did finish second, but they were never really in content for the title. They gave it a last push, but Leicester were always going to win it. I think, to be fair, I've always said how Arsenal can improve, so I want to see if I can do that myself. I know it's a very easy task to do well with Arsenal on FIFA. I mean, I have gave them a go before, and I think I got a bit bored doing it because, at the time I went elsewhere, but I was back during when I was doing loads of different career modes because I was so bored. So we're going to start it off with Arsenal. I think straight away with Arsenal you've got to buy a better striker. Giroud just isn't good enough for me. He's an alright striker, and I've took a liking to him in certain occasions. You always have to reseed it because you always get some mad teams in there. I think it's fairly good. Arsenal and Barca like they usually do as well. That's all. So obviously now with the Bournemouth one that did not save. So if you've not watched the Bournemouth career mode, I suggest you don't. It's a pointless video. It was very long, so that's what I'm kind of hoping to do. Cut this one down a little bit. Cut it down. So one sec. I'll sort this out and I'll come back to you. Alright, so welcome back. As you can see, as I said in Bournemouth one, you get the pre-season tournament invites, but this time it's a lot better. You've got about 8.6 instead of the mere, I think it was about 3k we were offered the highest offer. So it's a lot bigger, but it doesn't mean as much. I mean, for me, I don't have that on this. I don't have the 60% offer at the start, so we will be with 50 mil instead of, I think it would have been about 70 mil instead, but it would have been a lot more than that instead. But as we move on, as I said, I've got to try and cut this down a lot. So our first game is there. We're going to straight into the transfers, and it's obviously going to be a strike. But the first thing we're going to do is list Olivier Giroud. As I said, it just isn't cut out for being a striker. What you need for winning the league, or at least challenging for the league at that, look at it, he's worth value of 14 mil. What we do need is a proper full-on striker, but first of all I am actually going to get rid of some of the unnecessary players, because that's what you really have to do. I didn't do this in Bournemouth, but what you have to do first is list the players, so I'll come back when I've picked the players I'm listing. Right, well, these are the players I'm listing so far anyway. There may be one or two shocks in there. Mertesacker, he's obviously not a shock. You've got to sell him. He's 13. He's got the slowest pace in the game. Cazorla, I don't like him. I don't think he's good. I don't like him as a player. As you look, his sprint speed isn't the best, and neither is his strength, and that's what I want from a centre attacking midfielder. And he's 30 as well. And Giroud, obviously, I've got to let him go. And Wilshere, he's another. He isn't the best, and he's just too average. He isn't, again, extraordinary, which is what we need if we want to challenge for the title. So we'll go straight to what we originally need. Striker. Danny Welbeck's broken down. He's unwilling to relocate, which is annoying, but you know, hopefully that means he'll go at least to an English club. So we've got a player sold here as well. Yeah, Oliver Giroud has gone, so that's more money for us. I'm going to wait for the pre-season tournament to finish, and then I'm going to make my signings, so I'll get back to you then. And we're back again. The pre-season tournament didn't go too well. We were beaten by Juventus in the semi-finals on penalties, but while you were gone, Cazorla's been sold for 30 mil. Bayern have pulled out because I told them 70 mil for Ozil tournament prize money, so I've just been handed. That's alright, I'll accept that. Oxford Chambers picked up suspension, and the worst news of it all was, I'm gonna find it, this bit here. Mertesacker, a guy who was on my transfer list as well. We were gonna get some big money for him to get some money to go towards getting a centre back, which would have helped, and has been injured for 6 weeks, which means he'll really struggle. So now we're at that time where we got to make the signings now. You know, we can't leave it too late. I think 16 mil I could take for Jack Wilshere. So what we need is, we're going to look at the team, and what we need, formations. I think, do we go for 2 attackers, or like I said in the Bournemouth one, is it a safe bet to go for the 4-4-2 diamond wide? Is that a safe bet for Arsenal? I did, big it up quite well, and say, how good it was, so I kind of have to go with that now, but that means I'm going to have to buy 2 attackers, so can't be going out cheap on this one. Sanchez has kind of got to get into that team. So what we need is 2 strikers, a right mid, a centre back, definitely. Gabriel could fit in there. I do like Gabriel. Maybe a centre back, not definitely yet, and a left back. I'm not going to sell Monreal. I am going to keep Monreal, but we do need a new left back. So I'm going to make a quick short list of the players, and then to save time, and then bring it back to you. As you can see, I've made up my shortlist. Diego Godin, I think he'll be a good centre back, experienced, but he's not definitely. He's my last choice as centre back. David Luiz, my first choice as centre back. Though no, he isn't as good as Diego Godin, and he is still 28. There's only a year apart. I mean, it does seem like Godin would be the best option, but I do really like David Luiz. I think he's class. I think he would be a good sign, and he's he is cheaper as well, which it could come down to. It would be quite important. Di Maria, we do need a right back, and a right mid. Sorry. I think he'd be very good. If he doesn't work out and they're asking for about 30 or 40 mil for him, Lucas is the man to go to next. And I've said, Lacazette and Antoine Griezmann, they could be my strike partnership for next season if I can get the money, but it's very unlikely that I can get the money from them both. So instead, I'm going to have to find another striker and one of these to play up with them. I don't know who that other striker is going to be yet. We're going to see how much budget we've got left after making talks with these players. I've actually inquired to them all, so they're all going to message me with their fees. Jack Wilshere sold, that's good news. 4.1 million, 41 million for Diego Godin. That's not a price we're willing to pay, but 26 for Luiz, that's also not a price we're willing to pay. They're not willing to sell Di Maria, so that's not the best start for us, especially, like I said, I did leave the business late on Theo Walcott to receive the transfer offer. I'll tell you what, I'll accept that one. It's a good offer. 50, like I said, we are selling a lot of players, and I'm selling a lot of English players as well. Jesus, this is not good. Do I pay 19 mil? Right, so I'm going to go back and make a second shortlist now. Let's hope this one. I've now drawn up my second shortlist. This guy, Donnarumma, is a very good talent. I mean, yeah, he's 16, but trust me, try and sign him as much as you can, because from what I've heard, he's a rapid improver, and he's just 16. You can make him one of the world's best goalkeepers. Definitely someone to sign. I added him to the shortlist. Very good young talent as well at the back. It's kind of what we're looking for. You know, why not? For I've heard decent things from this man. Arsenal also we've signed him this summer, so I thought, you know what, I might as well go for him. He is good. He's young as well, which is not what I expected. I thought he was quite old, but my problem. And Connor Pianka, very good as well. I think hopefully he might come in and do some. And well, Edin Dzeko is another sign. XC could do well for us. Lewandowski, I also applied for him, but obviously that's not going to happen. So far it looks like I'm going to go Lacazette and Dzeko front, and depending on how much I could get for Ari, you could be a second choice. Sign him. So now we'll skip into it and hope do we get better news on our players. Sorry, I got first. That was a really bad. That's not too good for us either. That's not too good for us either. That's not too good either. We're not having the best. 32 mil, Jesus. I've lost all interest. Right, so as you can see, it's just not going down for us. So now we gotta take it on ourselves. So we're gonna go for the shutters. We're just gonna offer for people. We're gonna go out there and blatantly offer for people. I don't actually think I've been told about Donnarumma. I'll check that in a second. Kind of Bianca. He's obviously not gonna go from what I've heard. I'll tell you what. I'll give them 20 mil for this man. I know it's overpaying, but he is good, and he may be worth it. I hope he is worth it. We'll also offer 25 mil for David Luiz and hope that we can get him. Oh, because of course I would take him. Would I take him over Mustafa? Not at this rate, no. Felipe Luiz, he's recently moved, so I'm not going to get him. Lucas, definitely someone we should be interested in and be looking out for. I think we can make a good 30 million offer for Di Maria, which could hopefully entertain the crowd and the masses. And we'll also offer for. We're also going to offer for. I think Lacazette. Do we go for Lacazette? Yeah, we got him. Yeah, we've got to go for Lacazette. It was hard choice. We'll offer 40 million, see if we can get for that. So yeah, it's been hard. A few hard deals going on there. Hopefully trying to get the players what we need. So I'll get back to we've been accepted for Lacazette and David Luiz at the moment, so that's quite good. Crucial first team player. That's really good for us, because I was actually starting to worry that I'd sold all the team and not been able to buy anyone. That would have been quite, I think, devastating. That would have been. I think the most we can go for him is 25. I think any more, we're getting Luiz for that much. As much as I'd like to be him in the team, I think Koscielny is on the brings of being sold himself though. Zapata is another one we've actually kind of was told that I'd misread it before, and we've been told that we could have him, so I offered 3 mil for him, which was how much they said they'd like, so that's a better signing for us, as maybe that's the second choice. So as you know, we've obviously raided the other leagues, which is what you got to do. Donnarumma we can't accept again. I did try and re-offer for him. I think we're definitely going to offer for Zapata's contract. I know I'm probably saying his name wrong, I do apologise for that, but he's a good start. I mean, for 3 mil, 28, come on, we got to at least have him to the team, someone who can come on and do some on the bench. We do need the squad to be blosters, because I'll show you now. It's thin. It is thin for a potential title inside. It is really thin. So in the next video, which is after I've done all this business now, which I'm gonna also try making tonight, because I've got the energy to. No, I'm sorry. In fact, no, we're not selling Aaron Ramsey just yet. Anyway, we need to know that that's a very good offer. But if we tell him 12 and we can get 12, then again, and we can at least get 3 players out of that, which are not better than him, but on par with him in positions. Because I think if I could sweep about 4 players for 3, about 3 players for 4 million each, that would be very good. Just to cap off the end of the video now, we've signed David Luiz, we've signed Lacazette, and I think that's it so far, and no one else has actually signed it. So 2 very good, of the biggest names we were searching for. Hopefully we can then cap off with some more players in the next video. We're not going to play Community Shield because no one cares about that trophy, but anyway, thank you. Leave a like and subscribe.